That's no way to
Oh,
treat an old man.
wanker!
Oh,
Don't
yeah?
fucking put it in the water, you
Get us in
cunts!
trouble.
Anyway,
You can't understand. You're
we
not
need to get inside the warehouse. Now, I'm kind of feeling searching up this way. I know I can probably go and talk to the bootleggers, and I think that's probably
You
going to
saw what
lead
happened
to...
with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
As I was saying, I'm fairly certain that if I go and speak with the bootleggers, I'm going to probably continue some kind of story with Kat, but...
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
But in the interest of having a nice proper look... Oh, yes, that looks like... This all looks like an interesting avenue of... Right, so before I poke my nose in there, because that looks remarkably like something that's going to continue the story, I'm going to go talk to the bootleggers. I'm probably going to have another chat with Kat and Fitzy. Let's see where this goes.
You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Come on, you can tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. You bet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I mean, fair shout.
Kat, she's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So who
I
are
mean, fair
you?
shout.
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Right.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Forget about it. Right.
You're back again.
This is
What can
correct.
I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
So I'm gonna guess that is what would happen then through there.
What? Another break? I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
Oh, well, it appears I've missed my chance with her. Oh well. I mean, it's entirely possible that she was never going to be my friend at this stage. She does seem a bit of a grumpy wumpy.
This tunnel goes under the warehouses. An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order.
A bit of a scavenger hunt, I. Oh.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Well, this
ratchet
certainly
device seems
has
to be usable.
slight tutorialization written all
Whale
over it.
vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Plus, I have to say, I really like the aesthetic of using a lighter this way.
I could use this old wint.
Mount the handle, mount the cogwheel, mount the ratchet device, turn the handle.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
Well, fuck. Come on, burn.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf? Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Well, I just got kneed in the bollocks. Jesus Christ, woman.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
Yes. Now, I'm actually a little bit intrigued to know if, I mean, you can definitely pass that test, but I assume that would take strength. Not there. Not there? There. That would, I assume, take at least strength 4, then?
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
And
Yeah.
you, lady,
aching
have a
guts.
knife and a knee.
I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us, and they'll be here long after we are gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
Jesus Christ.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old
Well,
family, and they'll
didn't
be...
The
wanna-
old families?
These people...
Well, from what I'm gonna gather is she's not part of the weird cult of Cthulhu. And she's gonna need rescuing or something, or she's gonna be an invaluable sidekick. Or we're gonna be an invaluable sidekick.
I've got a few questions.
Sides
about
will
the
be
island.
kicked.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
I like how they presented it like I have a fucking choice.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
It's fine. He's with me.
I hate walking with characters because their walking pace is never your walking pace. You always end up having to do this or running circles or something fucking dumb like that.
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
I'm
That's
glad
what's
we've
done.
got
Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
I honestly thought she was going to stick with us, but no. Oh well.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the...
Case is where we want to look. Partly submerged tunnel that leads to the bootlegger's territory.
connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Now, what is this?
What happened here?
I'm gonna go with someone suffering from the Joker syndrome punched a mirror.
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
This is what I surmise, based on these two. The husband, Charles or whatever his name is, survived the fire. Somehow, but he was grossly misfigured, to the point where he came to hate his own visage. But it could also be the sun based on the... I mean, the shadow is a little big to be the sun, but based on the fact that it's holding on to that picture, it could be the sun.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels. These painkillers were prescribed 3 months ago. Someone has been taking them since the time of the Hawkins death.
See? Someone survived it.
It smells as bad as it looks. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
There was a survivor. I wonder if that truly is all that there is here.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move!
Top of the morning to you,
Detective
Bradley.
Pierce, I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge.
Ooh, we do get to visit
See
it.
the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Chapter 3, Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. Piers managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation as well as a partly charred painting.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Yes, to both of those.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
You're
yes.
the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, If you don't want to listen...
Yeah,
Night
fair
falls
enough.
quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you. If only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
I mean, you know, to be honest, Bradley, while very straight-faced, aside from that scar that Cat gave him, does seem to be a fairly keen law enforcement officer. I mean, you know, he even has the moral compass of, you know, wanting to make sure that the police investigation was done correctly.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
In the late 1600s.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
The flowers on her grave are fresh, not to mention the vases are, you know, intact. Whereas the flowers on, well, I mean, this is all trod into the ground.
Poor kid. Poor kid.
Okay, so he died 11 years old. So I don't know, I suppose he could have had the stature of a man. But I am led to believe that the survivor from the fire is Charles. Or possibly Sarah, I suppose. I mean, what a view, and also that glistening thing over there. When the wait, what? Oh no, it is there. It is there. That rock, I thought it was, you know, some kind of a creepy crawly that I, you know, had the luck of seeing because I came to this spot and blah blah blah. But no, it's just the lighting and the design combining together to make
Recently
something
fallen.
truly.
It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
Truly creepy on its own. I mean, the art design is phenomenal for creating like depth of atmosphere. I mean, this is truly. I mean, one of the things I have to say, as of recording this, Yahtzee Croshaw. Well, when I'm recording this, Yahtzee Croshaw hasn't released a zero punctuation on this, but I can kind of, I think he's gonna, if he hasn't by the time this video comes out, and I think he's gonna be fairly taken with it, to be honest. It certainly has a lot of the same themes and
This
elements
entrance
that
is still in use.
his something shadows.
Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, alright? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Thank you, Silas. I mean, good God, you're a terrifying man. But really, the facial design just... It has that air of, like, toned down, like, less stylized, Dishonored kind of facial design. But, again, that's it for this. Next time we're going to get into the mansion, and I wager it's going to be somewhat spooky. So be sure to join for that, and for now, toodles.